Hi guys, for those of you that don't know me, what? For those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Morgan Zambrano. I have been a network marketer for 6 years, and I am here to help you move your business forward. So whether you are watching this on replay, if you'll drop me a purple heart, if you are listening on the podcast, if you would share this in your stories and tag me, I would love that. We've had a ton of episodes go up on the podcast in the last couple of weeks. I really batched a bunch of content there for a while, so we have like 10 new episodes or something crazy. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about something I'm seeing very specifically happen in network marketing. It happens every summer, and it also happens around holidays. And it doesn't happen to me because of something I don't think I've ever trained on, which is having a baseline in your business. So we are going to talk about having a baseline in your business, what that means, how to figure out what your baseline is, and how to stop ghosting your business when you get busy. Does anyone else? Just say guilty in the comments if you tend to you get busy and you get so overwhelmed that you just kind of put your business down. We talk about how this is the type of business you can pick up and you can put down, but let's be honest, when you put it down, doesn't it feel a little bit slower when you pick it back up? Can we just be honest over here? Okay. And so I see people literally just put their businesses down because they're just I can't right now. I've got this going on. I can't do the challenges. I can't do the post. I can't. So I just put it away. Guilty. Yes. Okay, good. I know my audience, you guys. And I also know, I know my team. Okay, so first, inconsistent, yeah. And we see that a lot, and I see it a lot worse over the summer. So, what I see, just with a bird's eye view, what I see is that people tend to think that they have to be all in or all out with their business. They think it's all or nothing. They think if I'm not doing every single thing on my checklist, I might as well just do nothing. We don't see that it's okay to do things at 50% if 50% is your 100% for the day. We don't see that it's okay to do one thing if that's all you have time for in the day. Have you guys seen that meme? I've seen it floating around. If any of you happen to have it, if you would drop it in the comments on Facebook, because I know you know what I'm talking about. The one where it's 100% is actually the same thing as giving 100% when you only have 10. It's the same thing, and we need to start giving ourselves more grace on that and knowing that if you're giving 100% of your effort of what you have for that day, it's still 100% in your business, okay? So I wanted to kind of give you an example of if you go on a health journey and you are eating better because you're home and you're in your routine and everything's good. And so you know that you wake up in the morning and you have your smoothie, and then at lunch you've prepared all of your meals for the week, so you know you have a healthy lunch. You have Instacart dropping off your food every Sunday so that you don't get behind. You're on this perfect routine, and then you go on vacation and you totally blow your diet. You totally blow it. You're you know what? It's too hard while I'm on vacation. YOLO. I'm going to eat whatever I want, eat wherever I want, and you totally blow your diet. Versus, did you know it's okay to go on vacation and just make small changes? Instead of getting fries, you get a side salad, but you still get a burger. You can go on vacation and you can still kind of instead of blowing the whole diet and starting over from scratch or going backwards, you can make small changes to try to maintain what you've done, whatever, I don't know, I don't diet, but maintain what you've done, and then when you come home, it's an easier transition back. Or say you're someone who goes to the gym every single day, but you have a personal trainer, or you go to classes, and when you go on vacation, you're just nah, not gonna make time, doesn't matter, I'm on vacation, I don't need to work out, and so then you go back and you're I don't even know how to get back into the routine of this. You're almost embarrassed to walk back in, versus if you went on vacation and you just had the thought of, you know what, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to take the stairs instead of the elevator. I'm going to walk everywhere. In your mind, you're going to a baseline that you can maintain. Okay. Is this making sense? Is this stuff making sense? I hope these examples are making sense. So these are just kind of the examples I gave in my mind of people think they have to just go totally opposite and don't realize that we can make these small tweaks in our life and in our business to kind of maintain maintain what we have built, maintain what we have done. So I want you to think about in your business, what do you do in your business? What actions do you take in your business that are really, really easy to you? Okay, and you can drop them in the comments if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram if you want to. But what do you do in your business that's really easy, like as easy as breathing, okay? So like for me, going live, easy. I could do this all day. But for someone else, going live might take a lot of effort. It might take a lot of prep. I can just jump on and talk to y'all. I mean, I do have notes, let's be honest. But most of the time I can just jump on and I can talk to y'all. So what is easy in your business? For me, creating graphics, not easy. That takes effort. Posting content in general, Facebook posts. I hear a lot that either posting in your customer group or posting on your personal page takes a lot of effort. So what's easy? Maybe posting in your stories. Maybe using your products. Maybe using your products is super easy. I know that, I use other people's products and I don't go a single day, even without my products or other people's products. But for me, doing my skincare every single day, twice a day, easy. Okay? So because I know what in my business is easy, what's easy goes into my baseline. Okay? So I do my skincare every single day. It doesn't take me any extra effort at all. It takes me 5 seconds to prop my phone in front of me and record myself doing my skincare, and then I post that video. It's an extra 30 seconds of my time. Not even. It's literally an extra like 10 seconds for me to prop my phone up, record it, and then post it. And I post it as a story. I don't even post it, I don't even have to write a caption. It's a story. I don't even add music. It's just a 60-second video of me doing my skincare. That's a baseline. So that's an example of a baseline. That's what I'm saying. No matter what I'm doing, no matter where I am, I can post a video of me doing my skincare because it's something I do every day anyway. So think of those things that you do super, super easily every single day. And then, I did put down some examples. Maybe some of you love to talk to your customers. Maybe you just love being in Messenger with them and just talk to them about life. You might not think that has anything to do with business, but it does. Creating relationships and communicating with people is part of your business. So if it's super easy for you, that takes effort for me, by the way. But if that's super easy for you, I have people who are like, I can just talk to my customers all day. And I'm like, that can be part of your baseline. Doing 5 check-ins or doing 2 check-ins is still moving your business forward. It could be, like I said, it could be going live. Another one for me, another one that's always part of my baseline is commenting. If you guys see me comment on your posts, it's because it's a baseline of my business. No matter how busy I am, I can comment on a bajillion posts in a day. It's not hard for me. I can look at your kids. I do think your kids are cute. I do think your food looks amazing. I do want to know where you went on vacation. All of those things are real. I'm a curious human. And so me seeing all of your posts, I could spend all day scrolling and commenting and just seeing what you guys are doing. And that for me is as easy as breathing. So commenting is part of my baseline of my business, okay? So that's the baseline. Maybe some of you like to actually create content. Some of you can whip up a graphic in 30 seconds. That would take me 30 minutes. Not my baseline, but it might be yours. So just think about what in your business that you love. And then think about what in your business just takes extra effort. You can feel that it makes your brain hurt a little bit, okay? So for me, Reels. Reels take a lot of effort for me. They're not easy. They get easier for people, but for me, they're not easy. It's you have to record it and then you have to have a caption, you have to have the right sound. There's just so much that goes into it and I haven't done it enough to make it as easy as breathing, okay? So for me, Reels take effort. So guess what? You haven't seen me do a Reel in 2 weeks. 2 full weeks. I have not done a single Reel because the baseline of my business is not things that take a lot of effort. Because if I tried to make 1 Reel, I wouldn't be able to do 100 comments. Does that make sense? So I know that when I don't have as much time to work my business, I do my baseline activities because I actually get more of them done than being able to record 1 Reel. That would take me time. So think about the things that take effort, that feel like too much, because that is actually what can be holding you back in your business, and it makes you ghost your business. If I thought I have to post a Reel every single day, and if I don't, my whole business is gonna crash, then yeah, I might ghost my whole business because I'm putting so much pressure on myself to do something that takes extra effort. Does that make sense? So you guys are putting so much pressure on yourselves to do these activities that don't not that they don't make a difference, they do, but it's like, it's better to do your baseline than to do nothing. So for me, for reels take effort. They take too much brain space and they would waste time for me. So then the last thing, or not the last thing that I wrote down, but then, so now we are thinking about, okay, what do I love in my business and what's easy? Like, I can't imagine not posting in stories. I couldn't imagine going a single day without posting in stories. It's not a thing. I can't imagine not going live. I go live like 3 times a day. I'm obnoxious. These are things that are easy for me, okay? So think about what is easy for you. What is something that you actually have to like hold yourself back from doing too much? Like, I have to hold myself back from posting 50 stories a day, from going live 10 times a day. Like, what are those things that you're actually having to like hold yourself back on? Those are probably your baseline activities, okay? So just keep that in mind. Then what takes effort? What are you putting too much pressure on yourself to do when you're busy? And I'm going to come back to this because I'm not giving you an excuse to not do it. We're just having a conversation about it. So right now, think about the things that you are putting too much pressure on yourself to do while you're on vacation, or while your kids are at the splash pad, or while like whatever. Like, what are you putting too much pressure on yourself? And like, stop. But then we're going to talk about it in a second. We're going to come back to that. So then think about what has the maximum impact. Okay? What has the maximum impact? What can you do that's quick? Actually, I forgot to mention time. I skipped over time. I was also going to talk about how much time do your activities take? If you don't know how much time your activities take, like, start timing yourself. That might sound silly, but that will help you so much in your business, because when I have 5 minutes, I know I can do 5 comments. You have 5 minutes and you think you can't do anything. So you're losing 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and I'm gaining 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And I'm telling you that in a whole day, you can fit so much into those 5-minute increments if you know what activities you can do and you're just ready to do them. And so anyway, so know how much time every activity takes. For me, if a reel takes me 30 minutes, it's not going to be part of my baseline. I need to be able to do more things in short amounts of time. So anyway, what can you, so then now that we have our list, okay, I skipped over time. We have our list of things that we love and that are simple. We have, like, simple for us. We have our list of things that take effort, and then we know how much time everything takes, okay? So if you have all 3 of those things, then you can decide what of these activities makes the biggest impact on my business. And so for me, I know that when I go live, I get a lot of views, okay? I might not have, I have a decent amount of live viewers, but I also am going to get replays. This is also going to go on my podcast where I will get more listeners. You know what I mean? So going live, I could also crop this and I could turn this into reels. There are like little 30-second clips that I can pull out of this video and I can post them as reels. So for me, going live creates a massive impact. I can share this with my team. I can share this with network marketers. These videos get shared. It's podcast, it's reels, it's all the things. So for me, going live, huge impact, okay? Very minimal effort, because for me, it's as easy as breathing, but huge impact, okay? Another thing for me is sending email marketing. Email marketing for me is really big because it doesn't take a lot of effort. I could talk all day long. So for me, I just take the things that I would say and I put them into an email and I email them out. And my email list has 850 people, which is not as big as I want it to be, but I feel like that's pretty big. When I can spend 10 minutes typing up an email and 850 people are gonna get that email. That's impact, okay? So figure out what, and please don't compare any numbers. Some of you are gonna have huge numbers, some of you are gonna have smaller numbers. Just know we all start somewhere. But anyway, so I know that for me, these things make the biggest impact. For some of you, I have a girl on my team who has literally like a fifth of the followers that I have on stories and gets double the amount of story views. I mean, wild. I have no idea how her story views are so high. But you know what makes the biggest impact for her? Literally just posting a 30-second video in her stories, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are going to watch it. But she only knows that because she's paying attention to her numbers. Does that make sense? So knowing where you're getting the biggest return on what it is that you're doing, especially when it's in the summer, you're busy, or when it's holidays and you're busy and you're wanting to do these baseline activities, but you're spending an hour doing one reel because it's outside of your comfort zone, and then it's getting 5 views because you haven't even worked on Instagram. Do you see the disconnect? It doesn't make sense. So make sure that we're putting our effort and our energy into the things that make sense for us. If you have a really great customer group, post in there. If your personal page is where you have the most traction, post there. And so think about what's simple for you, but what also makes the most impact, and then you don't feel like you have to ghost your business. Like, I know that these are just all examples, because remember, I've been doing this for 6 years, and so I've kind of like figured out, I haven't totally figured it out, let's be honest, no one's figured anything out, but I've kind of started to figure out what works for me. And so when I am like when we just went on a trip, if you guys missed it, that's where all this is coming from. We just went on a trip. I had no cell service, and I didn't know that I wasn't going to have cell service. So literally posting one story would take an hour to load. I could record it in 30 seconds and it would take an hour to load. So I had to really go, okay, what can I do that has the most impact, because this is obnoxious. So even though I had all the time in the world, I didn't, because I only had enough connection to do like 3 things a day, or else I was just gonna go bonkers. Like, so what did I do? You guys might not even know that this was a thing that I did strategically, but I posted on my personal page 1 photo of me and my husband per day. Because I know from the history of my business that anytime I post my husband's face, people go bananas. It's like a thing. It's just because it's like, because I don't share him super often, because he's just like, this is my business, it's my thing. And so I don't share him super often, but I know that if I need to make an impact on my engagement and my algorithm, and if I need people to see that I'm still here, I post a picture with him and it's like freaking skyrocket. It's wild. So that was intentional. It was intentional because I didn't have enough connection to go live, and I planned to go live every day, and I couldn't because there wasn't enough connection. I couldn't go live. I couldn't post reels. I didn't have enough connection to do any of these things. So I pull out a heavy hitter, okay, which is a picture of my husband. And I got higher engagement on those posts than I've gotten on my personal page in like a year, okay? And so knowing those things in your business that you can pull out of your back pocket, and you know that they're going to be high engagement in the moments where you're busy, or in my case, in the moments where you don't have a lot of connection and you weren't expecting it. And then also, like I said, the emails. It was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I was annoyed because I had a whole plan for my life. But this isn't just about going on vacation and not having cell service. Guess what? There will be times where you think you're going to have a whole day to yourself, and maybe like one of your kids gets sick and they like want to be on you all day. You know what I mean? And you're like, you love them, and you're glad that you can be home with them, and you're glad that you can snuggle them, but man, you had planned to plan all of your content that day. Planning content takes effort. Suddenly you can't do that. So do you do nothing? Or can you spend 10 minutes commenting while you're snuggling with your child? Is this making sense? Because this is what I do. Just because anything throws me off, just like it could throw you off a diet, just like it could throw you off going to the gym, doesn't mean we ghost. It means we do other activities that we can do within that time frame and within that effort that we are able to give. Okay? So some other things that I do is I comment. I watch people's stories. That's another big one. I love to watch people's stories. I go live. Those are things that I do as easy as breathing. Yes, and so I don't know what your name is. On Instagram it says Pretty Silly Life. Pretty Silly Life says we have to have a plan B. And it's like, yes, we have to have a plan B, but it's so much about knowing. It's just about knowing our business and knowing ourselves and understanding that it's okay to not do these big, grandiose things all the time. Would it have been amazing to go live every single day in Florida? Yeah. But it was still amazing to post a picture of me and my husband and get like 300 likes. Like, for me, that's wild. Okay. And so just knowing your business. But here's the other thing. I have 2 more things I want to tell you. One is very simple. One is, again, this is just a baseline. Finding, if your baseline ties into ways that you can share your link. Okay, we're all in network marketing. We all have links that we can share for people to purchase stuff. So for me, like doing my skincare in my stories, I can post the link to my website. That makes sense, okay? So I can post the link to my website. Or if I post a selfie for the day and I'm wearing a certain lip color, I can link to that lip color. That is intentional for me, because if I don't post a link, my customers, they don't purchase as much. Okay, I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but if I don't post a shopping link, people don't shop as much. The link has to be right there at their fingertips. That's how they shop. So while I was on vacation, I still got orders every single day because I was still sharing my link every single day. I'm not obnoxious saying buy my products. I'm just posting my skincare and then putting link to skincare. I'm posting a selfie and saying link to my lip color. And by keeping the links in front of them every single day, even when I'm on vacation, they are more likely to click those links. If I only posted, it's so crazy, you guys. I could like do a whole psychology thing about this, but when you are on vacation and you are making it obvious you are on vacation, even if when they order direct from the company, a lot of the time they won't order because they feel like you aren't open for business. Does that make sense? Even when it's direct from the company, in their mind, Jennifer's on vacation, Carissa's on vacation, I'll get my refills when she's back, I'll grab my color when she's back, even though they could order from your link at any time. So you have to be very like, here's my link, here's the link, still open for business. Yep, you can shop while I'm at the beach, here's the link. Because I'm telling you, if you don't, they're not going to shop as much. That's just my personal experience. You've heard posting links hurt story views. Have you had this experience? I don't know. My story views aren't like crazy high anyway, but I haven't seen them fluctuate. So I don't know. I'm not helpful in that case. Then what else? Okay, here's the last thing. Is that I just gave you a ton of information on how to run your business when you're busy, or how to run your business when you're on vacation, how to run your business when you need a baseline. This is the real talk right now. You can't always be at the baseline. You can't have an excuse every single day because that's just life. So if your life is just busy, if your life is just chaos, then you do need to find ways to actually put your business into like your schedule, put your business into your life. Your business does need to be a priority if you want it to be. But I'm not like, you can't be on vacation every day. You can't run your business at a baseline every day, or else your business is not going to grow. So we can't have these excuses every single day, every single week, every single month. Like at some point your business has to be a priority and you have to go above these baseline minimums if you want to have a business. Okay? So I wanted to tell you that because I was just on vacation. I've been on vacation like 4 weeks out of the last 6. Like it's a lot. I've been in baseline mode for like 2 months. I don't like that, but I do love traveling, so it's been great. But I've traveled a lot. Now I'm home. I'm going live every single day, multiple times a day. I'm posting reels. I am doing trainings like that. I'm like catching up on trainings in my brain. I am creating content. I'm doing those things that take a little more effort. I'm doing those things that take a little more time because right now is not my time to be in baseline. Okay? And the only way to be able to bring, this is why this is so important. I want eventually for my baseline to be that I can pop out a reel in 30 seconds. There are tons of people who post reels multiple times a day because for them it's as easy as breathing, just like it is for me to go live. It's just that I haven't practiced enough. I haven't put in the effort enough. So when I have time to go above my baseline, I'm not doing the baseline activities as much. I'm doing the activities that take effort so that they get easier. Is this making sense? It's all very intentional. So you're going to see me do the things that I haven't really done over the last couple of months because that's how I get better at them so that the next time I go on vacation, I can post a couple reels. I can have content done. Because even though it takes a little extra effort, I've gotten better in my skill set. Set yourself up to have PTO by putting in the effort before and after, right? And so, anyway, so I want you guys to know, over the summer, we don't ghost our business. It's okay to just have a lower level of your business. I know, that's going to sound crazy to some of you. You're like, I'm either all in or I'm out. Stop. because then the next time you're all in, your business is gonna be a little bit higher because you didn't just peace out for 2 months. So like, do the commenting, talk to your customers, go live or create the content or whatever it is for you that's easy. Remember, it's not gonna be the same as me. Everyone's gonna be a little different. So don't ghost your business, but then when you do have moments to go a little heavier in your business, don't do the stuff that you love all the time. That's when you need to lean in and do the stuff that's a little bit harder. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for hanging out. I will get this up on the podcast. And if you're listening on the podcast, I would love it if you would share this. And if you guys have any requests for topics, just let me know. I'm literally taking requests because I want to be able to give you guys as much great content over the summer to keep you plugged in as I can. So please message me, let me know what you want to hear, what you need help with, and I will help you out. Okay? Bye, guys.